Stitchy friends, my name is Tracy and I'm OG Stitchery here on YouTube and on Instagram, and welcome to Flosstube number 59. This is going to be a little bit of a different Flosstube, as you can tell by the title. It is going to be my annual WIP Parade. I did one exactly 1 year ago today on December 15th. So I thought, why not do another one on the exact same day, right? So I'm going to show you my 62 WIPs, I think I have. But first I want to show you a few acquisitions that I got. As I mentioned, it has been over a month since I filmed. The last was November 2nd. And that was right before I went to a retreat in Troy, New Hampshire. That was Stitchin at the farm, at the East Hill farm in Troy. And so one of the things that I received as Stitchy kindness was this wonderful bag made by a friend, Doreen. And I just absolutely love it. It's wonderful. It is filled, I don't want to say to the brim, but pretty much filled with acquisitions and stuff like that. There was a freebie table that I picked a bunch of stuff up from. Oh, look at that. I forgot I grabbed that. Isn't that pretty? That is a lot of stitching, but I just really liked it. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff in here that I want to go through, and I will with you, and I will go through that with you at a later date. But I just wanted to show off my bag. So I love it so much. And then the next thing I want to show off is another little project bag, and this one is quite special because I made this. Yep, I sewed this with my very first sewing machine, which is right down there. It's a Singer, and I sewed this. I used ElizabethAnnCanStitch project bag tutorial. And it is fully lined. There's a project in there right now, but it is fully lined, and I think it turned out great. It's officially my very first finished sewing project that I ever did. But I think it's so cute, and it's not Halloween. Can you imagine that? So I love it. I love it so much. And then the next thing was I was involved over the weekend, over this past weekend, I was involved in a gift exchange, a Stitchy gift exchange with 8 of my very close friends, I have to say. And what we did was several months ago, we got together and said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we did a smalls exchange just between the group, right? So everyone agreed, and we decided that Kathy's husband, now I'm mentioning names now, but Missy and Kathy of Two Needles Pulling Thread, they were part of it. Kathy's husband was the one that pulled the names and matched up everybody. So that way Kathy wouldn't know who everybody else got. No one in the group would know. So that way we had an outsider do the pull. And so it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. And I enjoyed it. We laughed and chatted and exchanged and opened gifts on a Zoom call. I think that was about 2.5 hours maybe. And it was just so much fun. So Missy had me So, and of course she knows that I absolutely love Halloween. So what she did was, this is part of the exchange, but she made me a bag. How cute is this? So wonderful. I love it so much. And Kathy made this little zipper pull scissor fob. Was one of them that was decorated on a jar. No, it was a cup. Anyway, this was decorated, used as decoration. Now I use it as a zipper pull. And look, it has a little coffin. It's got a skeleton on it, but isn't that cute? I just love it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Missy, and thank you, ladies. So there was, there's a total of 9 of us. There's Missy and Kathy of Two Needles Pulling Thread. Then there's Chris and Jane of the BosStitchers. And there is Nancy and Jen of the Bougie Stitchers. And then there's Deb, our friend from Rhode Island, and she doesn't have a Flosstube, but she's a fan. And there's Beth. Beth is from North Carolina, and she was someone that we met at StitchCon this past year, or this year. And she sat with us at the table and became very good friends, and it was just so wonderful to see everybody's face and watch everybody open up their gifts, and it was a treasure, and it did my heart very good. It was a lot of fun. Now, on to the stitching part of the exchange. What? Yes, that right there, my friends. Missy stitched that for me and FFO'd it. Look how wonderful this is. I just love it so much. I just love it. I love it. It's on a hat, a wooden hat, and it's just beautiful. I love it. I love everything about it. And I had to hang it like instantly. So it's wonderful, and I love it. That's gonna be crooked now. Hold, please. I think I got it. All right. So that was awesome. Another thing that I purchased, Amazon was having a sale on these books. This is, I think, from last year, and it was $12. So it was half off of the original price. So I'm going to be using this for not my book of days, but my planner for next year, which is right here. Look what I found at Barnes & Noble. How perfect. Now, if it was only Disney and Halloween, that would be chef's kiss. But it's really cute. So I have plans to fill this up. So I'm excited about that. All right. So let me clear my table off because this is going to be a lot. So hold, please. Okay, after a few moments of shuffling and reorganizing, I have all of my WIPs here, and I arranged them. Originally, I had them arranged when I acquired them, but then I was like, no, I did that last year, so let me switch it up, and I arranged them in order of starting date. So So there we go. So let's get started. Grab a cup of coffee or hot tea or cocoa or your choice of beverage, because it's going to be a bit. Let me see here. I have 63 listed, but I'm not going to show you the last one because it's a throwaway kind of thing. So 62 WIPs. And FYI, in plans, I plan to add 12 more. So anyway, let's get started. The first one is Shadow Moon by Hands On Design. So here, get this. So this is Hands On Design, Shadow Moon. And I stitched this on, or I'm stitching this on 14 count mint Aida that I hand dyed. How about that? So here it is. I have the entire gate done and the words and the bottom. I'm just working on the moon. I had planned on working on this. I did work on this at the retreat that I just went to, Stitchin at the farm. And I had planned on finishing the white part of the moon, so that way I would only have just the fill-in of the gray part, but that didn't work out. So anyway, so I started this on, keep flipping back, October 28th of 2020. So this is 2 years now. Yeah, crazy. All right. So my next project is one that I've been working on for my husband. It is Kimono Rowe by Design Works. And this came as a kit. So I am using the kit floss, the kit fabric, which is kind of stiff. But anyway, I started this on November 16th of 2020. And there's my progress. Haven't really worked on this quite a lot. I think it was on my WIP Go for this year. So I did work on it a little bit, but yeah, there we go. All right, the next one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. I worked on it a little bit because of WIP Go, and I like it, but I don't know. I'm just not into it, which is weird. So this is a freebie that you can get. Anyway, this is a Little Quaker Halloween by Susan Aki. And I'm stitching this on 28 count white Monaco. 1/1. So there's my progress. Not a whole heck of a lot. So I started this on January 5th of 2021. There we go. The next one I'm really liking, and I really want to, all right, let's go. Want to get this done next year. And this is Visit Hoth. And this is by Country Magic Stitch. Yes, on Etsy. And here's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I'm stitching this on 18 count. That says white Ada. This is ivory Ada. And here's my progress. So, it's coming along. This is a WIP Go call for me for this month. I need to do it 5 days on this, which I have not yet, and it's already the 15th. So I will be keeping this out so I can work on it. All right, the next one is Halloween calendar, and this is by HM. I keep closing these. HM Cross Stitch on Etsy, and this is what it looks like. I'm stitching this on 14 count hand dyed Ada that I dyed, and here we go. So I started this February 11th of last year, and as you can tell, I don't work on it that often. I like it, but it just doesn't call to me. So yeah. Anyway, it is on my WIP Go for this month to do 5 days on it. So so yeah, I need to work on that. Well, I'm going to work on it. Okay, the next one is what I call Hocus Pocus Sampler. And this is by Play-Doh Squirrel. Yep, Jesse Palmer on Etsy. Ooh, on Etsy. And here's what it's going to look like when it's done. Mine is going to be a little different because I'm not doing these creatures. I'm also stitching this on 16 count white Ada that I hand dyed. And here's my progress. Oh, I'm really liking this. I'm liking how it's coming out. I need to get back to this. You might hear that quite a lot. That's what happens in WIP Parades. You see something that, you remember how much fun it is to work on, and you haven't worked on it in quite a while, so I need to get back to that. Like this one. So this one, so that one I started February 13th. Yeah. So this one I started March 11th, and this is Heaven and Earth Designs mini version of Heroes and Heroines, and the artwork is by Amy Stewart. I know it's a really bad picture, but there we go. And it's still in the Q-snap because I really want to get back to it, but hopefully you'll get an idea. Anyway, here's my progress. Really liking that. This is on 25 count Easy Grid Lugana. And yeah, so that's I have 3 other Heaven and Earth designs, but this is the one that I've spent more time on. So this is my, I'll consider this my active paid. So there you go. All right, this next one is called Something Wicked, and this was found in the Just Cross Stitch magazine Halloween edition of 2020, and this is the black and white copy. So it looks like that, and this is by Kathleen Burlew. Stitching this on 18 count white Aida. I love it. I absolutely love it. So there's my progress. This next one is a small one. So this is called All Hallows Night by Punochka. And this was in the Just Cross Stitch magazine Halloween issue of 2020. Here's the black and white version of it. Stitching this on 18 count white Aida that I hand dyed. It is a bright, bright yellow. Can't tell that through here, but that's my progress. You would think it's so little that, you know, I could easily get this done, but can't. So I started that one on May the 23rd, 2021. All right. This next one is an unofficial Sal, although I think by now it's become official. This is a, where's the picture? All right, so this is a unofficial but official Sal that I'm doing with Jane of the BosStitchers. This is Hemlock and Rye, Samhain in Salem. Been working on this for over a year now. And all I haven't even finished the first house or the middle house. So this is stitched on 18 count English Mist by Zweigart. And there's my progress. I had hoped to have the house done this year, or the first house, and start working on the second house. But that didn't work out. And I know Jane is like so far ahead of me. It's not even funny. So I'll get back to it at some point. I had to go get a little Certs candy because I was choking. Okay, so the next one is The Wary Approach. I would really like to get this one done this year, meaning next year. So this is The Wary Approach by Stony Creek. Yeah, I can do it in a year because it hasn't taken me 30. If you know, you know. And here's my progress. That is stitched on 18 count Ivory Ada. And I started it on June the 26th. No, 22nd. So the next one is a Doreen Jones that I found in a magazine, Just Cross Stitch magazine, August of 2021. I started this July 17th of 2021, and it is stitched on 18 count white Aida that I hand dyed lime green, and it is called Take Me to the Sea. There we go. And here's my progress. Not a lot, but I still like it and I still want to get it done. The next one is Cat in a Hat. I think I have a digital picture of what it was going to look like. So I'm stitching this on 18 count vintage Aida, vintage white Aida. I started this on July 22nd, and here's my progress. Oh, she's so cute. She's too cute. Okay, the next one is Autumn in Stars Hollow, and this is by the Black Needle Society. So I started this on August the 11th with the intention of putting it on a big piece of fabric, because I wanted to do all 4 seasons. However, there's been a slight change of plans. I'm not sure if this is going to be an UFO, or not. I don't know. Still debating, but that's my progress. I was stitched on 18 count white Aida. So we'll see what happens in the future. All right, so this one was my birthday start last year. I started this on August 16th. And this is Dead Outlaw Cowgirl. I'm calling it Cowgirl. It is by Night Spirit Studio. And I'm loving it. Yes, I got the cowboy version, but I had to do the girl first. And there's my progress. I'm stitching this on 18 count white Aida that I hand dyed. The original intention of the fabric was to make it look like parchment, old parchment paper, because I wanted it to look like those wanted posters from the late 1800s. Didn't turn out that well, but I like it. It turned out fine for what I wanted, and it looks good. So there we go. All right, the next one is a SAL that I was doing. It's called the Nightmare Before Christmas SAL. And this is by Story Stitches on Facebook. Pretty much just someone who wanted to do a SAL and wanted to create a chart. And here's my progress. Someday I'll get it done, but I'm not in any particular rush, as you can see. So I started this on September 3rd last year. Okay, so this next one originally was going to be a SAL with Athena of Stitching Goddess Designs, but I think she's way ahead of me, and she didn't know that I was starting it with her, so, you know. This is the Collectors by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And I am stitching this on 18 count white Aida that I hand dyed. And I started this on October 1st of 2021. And there's my progress. Not a whole heck of a lot. It's in my WIPs, and I do plan on working on it at some point in the future. I just don't know when. Alright, this next one was a freebie in 2020 by Night Spirit Studio. It's called Plague Nurse. I started this on October the 4th. Oh, I know why. And I'm stitching this on 18 count Peanut by Stitch Me. And there's my progress. And I'm fine with that. The next one. I like this one. This one's one of my faves. This is the Witchy Stitcher, and it is How to Survive a Horror Movie. There we go. Stitching this on 18 count white Aida that I hand dyed, and I hand dyed it lime green, like neon lime green, and I love it so much. And here's my progress. Yeah, love this. This next one was a freebie from the Witchy Stitcher. And this is Welcome Campers. And I am stitching this one on 18 count white Aida that I hand dyed. And I dyed it yellow-ish. And there's my progress. Doing pretty good. I started this October the 10th, and horror movie I started on the 7th of last year. Welcome Campers, then Moon Dance. Oh, you know what? I missed one. I wondered why I missed that one. All right. I missed this one. This was started on October 1st, and it's a Sal that I've been doing with Chris of the BosStitchers and Kristen of our Stitchy group. She has since finished. Chris and I are lagging behind, although Chris, I think, is way ahead of me. This is Last Stitch Cemetery by Hindsight. I'm stitching this on 18 count white Aida that I hand dyed. Here's my progress. So there we go. So, all right, the next one up is Moon Dance, and I started this on October 13th, and this is another Sal that I'm doing with Nancy of the Bougie Stitchers, and this is Moon Dance by Teresa Kogut, and it is stitched on 18 count black Aida, and here's my progress. Some point I'll get back to this. It's a stitch along, start along kind of thing, you know. No rush. Just having fun. All right, the next one is another complimentary chart by the Witchy Stitcher. This is called Sad Pumpkin. I started this on October the 16th, stitching this on 18 counts Through the Stones by Do Stitch Me. And here's my progress. The next one was found in the Just Cross Stitch magazine Halloween edition 2021, and it is Angry Cat by Stitching in the Rain. Yes, it's a very small one. It is 67 by 63. Don't know why I haven't finished it yet, but I haven't. I started this on October 17th, and it is on 18 count Pumpkin King by Atomic Ranch Fabric. And there we go. Just need to get back to it, you know? You know? Yeah. All right. The next one in the lineup is I'd Turn Back If I Were You. This is by Kathleen Burlew, and it was found in the Just Cross Stitch magazine Halloween issue of 2021. Original was stitched on black, but I decided to change it up and stitch it on 18 count white Aida that I hand dyed. Teal. So not too much left. Just need to do that vine that's going across the bottom. And I'll be done with this. All right, the next one is Blood Moon. This is another freebie that was offered by the Witchy Stitcher. This is on her website. So I just like this because of the Art Deco feel to it. I'm stitching this on 14 count white Aida that I hand dyed, and I started this October 23rd. It's coming along. I tell you, that moon is no joke. I mean, you wouldn't think that it's, but all of that is stitched. It's quite a lot. I mean, it's still small, 86 by 100, but anyway. All right, the next one is what I'm calling Vintage Halloween. It is by Lilu X Stitch on Etsy. And this is what it looks like. And this is another one that I don't know if I'm going to continue with it. It just doesn't call to me anymore. I like it, but I don't think I don't know. Every time I look at this, I'm like, I don't think I see it on my wall. You know, I just don't. But then I look at it, I'm like, oh, it's so cute. And I fall in love with it again. And it's the easiest stitch. I mean, it's stitched on, what, 14 counts? Yeah, something like that. I forgot to write it down. But yeah, this is 14 count. Probably white Aida that I coffee tea dyed. Oh, 14 count light blue Aida that I coffee tea dyed. So I just need to bust it out, you know. I just need to work on it. So there. Where's this one? Why did I miss this one? The coat. July 24th. Oh, it's right there. I missed this one. All right. So this is Happy Halloween by La Comtesse and La Comtesse Cross Stitch. Just a little freebie that I found. Thought it was cute. Stitching this on 14 count white Aida that I hand dyed. I thought it would just be a cute little wall hanging thing. So need to get back to it. You know, get back to it, get back to it, get back to it. So, all right. The next one is Current Mood, and this is by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I am stitching this on 18 count teal Aida by Zweigart, I think. And here's my progress. There we go. This was found in the Just Cross Stitch magazine Halloween issue of 2021. But I do believe that you can purchase this on their website now, or Etsy shop, because it's been a year. It's been a year, people. All right, this is Haunted Manor House. Oh, I started that October 28th. This is October 29th. Haunted Manor House by Artful Offerings. Stitching this on 18 count Garden Party by Stitch Me. And there we go. I like it. And the next one. The next one started on Halloween last year. And I knew that this was going to be a big one. This was going to be one that took a few years because it's not a full coverage, but it's a pretty big piece. And I absolutely love it. I love working on it. I love stitching it. I love looking at it. And I can't wait to frame it. It's just so wonderful. Master of Horror, Vincent Price by the Witchy Stitcher. The level of detail and the shadowing and the way that this has come together. Pure talent. Unbelievable. It's just wonderful. And it's so much fun to stitch on. So much fun to, it's just beautiful to come. It's coming together and I love it. Stitching this on 18 count white Aida that I hand dyed. Oh, I love it. Look at that. I love this. I love this so much. Yeah, I'm going to finish this next year. Once I finish a few other things. Or are we kidding? Come on. All right, so this one, I started, nope, I forgot what. This one, I started as a Sal with my friends Candace of Candace K Flosstube and Krystal of Krystal Rowe Flosstube. This is Dancer by Barbara Anna. And this was in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine Christmas winter issue of 2021. So pretty. I know that Candace has finished hers. I do believe Krystal has finished hers. There were several people that joined in. I'm sure they probably all finished theirs. This was started on December 1st. And if you are working on this, just use the hashtag DancerSal. And because I'm still following it because, you know, I'm slow. And I do know that this came up in my Stitchy group that I go to twice a month, or try to go to twice a month, at the World in Stitches. And Deborah Deborah was the one that pulled this out, and she found a different color conversion on the Facebook group or something like that. And so she is doing, she started it, I think. And yes, she did start it. And so hers is beautiful. So, yeah, anyway. 18 Count Brain Donkey by Seraphim. And here's my progress. So pretty. And that's it. I had planned on working on it this month because, you know, it's December and it's a year, and but I didn't. Not gonna. Maybe next month. I don't know. Anyway, I started this December 31st. Did I? Did I really? Yeah, I did. Where did I find the time? Anyway. Oh, no. Yeah. Anyway. Nordic knitting. I'm getting punch happy, aren't I? Nordic knitting. This is by Kathleen Berlew, and I'm stitching this on 18 count Ivory Ada. It says Ada that I hand dyed, but I didn't hand dye this. It's just Ivory Ada. So anyway, I stitched this. I started it on December 31st, but since then I have turned this into my snow day stitch, and that's why it's not done. So I only stitch on this when it snows. It snowed, what, 2 days ago? I did not work on this, but so I have at least an hour to put in on this. Oh yeah, it snowed Sunday, and I was working on something else. So anyway, there's my progress. Oh, you know what? I was backwards, upside down. Sorry. All right, there we go. So there's that. Nordic knitting. Yeah. Now I'll get to it. It's a snow day, and there's no rush for me. I can stitch on it whenever I want, or whenever it snows, and I don't have any desire to finish it right away, you know. So it works out great as a snow day, because I can work on it whenever it snows, unless I'm working on something else. Anyway, blah blah blah. All right, next is Halloween sampler. No, I missed Ghost Goblins. Jeez, I'm all over the place. I missed this one. So this is Ghost and Goblins, and this is a freebie chart by Helen D. She is East Coast Crafter on Instagram. I'll put her information down below. She has a link tree to several of her freebie charts, and this is one of them. I started this on October 24th of this year. That's why it's not supposed to be shown yet, because I started it this year. So, all right, we're skipping ahead. 18 count white Ada that I hand dyed, and there you go. I put the wrong date in there. That's why it showed up on my spreadsheet for last year. I didn't work on it last year. I worked on it this year. This is 2022. So anyway, you saw it. I don't have to show it again. All right. Oh, please, while I change that date. Ghosts and Goblins. All right. The next one is called Halloween Sampler. And this is by Cottage Garden Samplings. This is number 1. I'm stitching this on 18 count Weatherstone by Atomic Ranch Fabrics. And there's my progress. Sorry, I'm chewing a piece of candy so I don't choke because I'm talking a lot. Please forgive me. All right. The next one is just a little something that I started. I think it was because of a prompt. I was doing a challenge. I don't remember what the challenge was, but it had something to do with love. Anyway, this is a freebie complimentary chart offered by Hands On Design, and it's on their website. It's called Wear Love. And the idea is, or the inspiration was, wear love everywhere you go. Colossus 3:14. And again, it's by KeaBee. I'll show you this. Just a cute little, little thing. I'm stitching this on 14 count Cotton Candy by Fabric Flare. And here's my progress. Cute little thing. Just need to get it done. And I have it in this little tiny project bag. Isn't cute? It gets lost. There you go. All right. The next one was pretty much the same thing. I started this as a to meet a prompt, but this is another one of Helen's freebies, complimentary charts. It's called Beaches and Bikinis. There we go. Stitching this on 18 count mystery fabric. And there's my start. There we go. Started this on completely all over the place. I don't know why. What's going on? This is March the 1st. March the 1st would mean that this probably was my March Madness bracket challenge. So apparently, according to my chart, I didn't stitch anything new in January. That needs to be rectified next month. I need some new starts in January. Oh, you know why? Probably because I did the side trip Squirrel. I did the 12 by 12 on New Year's Eve. KeaBee, Kia of KeaBee Quilting and Sewing and Cross Stitching. And also Pam of Just Keep Stitching hosts a challenge, a prompt challenge kind of thing, where for 12 hours on New Year's Eve, you stitch 12 new projects. So starting at noon, you have a new project every hour up till 11 o'clock. And then you celebrate New Year's Eve, New Year's at midnight, right? So that's probably why I did not have any new starts in January, because I started 12 on New Year's Eve, and I'm doing the same thing this year. I'm going to be starting 12 new projects in 12 hours on New Year's Eve. Anyway, side note. So let's get this scrolled up. All right. So again, this is March the 2nd. So this was part of the March Madness challenge that I did not finish. Anyway, this is Primrose Cottage Boo Bash. And I'm stitching this on Boo Bash. Where is it? 18 count Jody fabric. And there's my progress. So there we go. It's so little, I just haven't gotten back to it. Then we've got America. This is my first Blackbird design. This is, I don't have the, all I have is the chart. It's in the, it's in a book kind of thing. Somewhere over there. I'm not going to look for it. Anyway, it's called America. Blackbird design. And I'm stitching this on 18 count Fiddler's Cloth Ada. And I am changing up the colors. Originally it is stitched as one color, but I am changing it up. So there's a there's a big flower motif right here in the center, and then on the top it says America, and so I'm stitching this in blue, and then all of this in red, and then there are stripes down the side, and then there's a flower box or a box with a flower in it, and then across the bottom was 2004, but I'm changing that to 1776, stitching that in blue. So anyway, there's that. I really like that, and so I'm hoping to work on that again in either June or July. As part of patriotic stitching. All right, this next one is called Shades of Autumn, and this was found in the Just Cross Stitch magazine. It's by Seba Designs. Stitching this on 18 count Ada that I hand dyed, and it is the October issue 2017 of Just Cross Stitch magazine. And here it is. How beautiful is that? I just love the colors. The oranges and the reds just, you know, totally speak to me. But it's beautiful. And so I initially had this working as a rainy day project. So whenever it would rain, I would pull this out and work on it. Well, that has kind of fallen to the wayside. And I haven't picked it up since. So how is this? This way. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, here's my progress. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get back to this. I would like to work on this. Initially, at some point I thought maybe I should use this as my football project, but I started something else. But I'll get back to it at some point. Not sure when. There we go. All right, the next one. Shades of Autumn. And if you guys have been keeping track, this is number 41. Maybe even 42 or 3 because I skipped around a bit. But this is number 41 on my list. This is called 9 Lives, and it's by Ink Circles. And I'm stitching this on 18 count white Aida. And here's my progress. There we go. I should probably put a directional arrow on here. Make sure I know which way is up. But it seems to be doing good. So I started this on April the 3rd. Just cause. All right, so this one is another Sal that I started up with Candace of Candace K and Krystal of Krystal Rowe. We started this, when did we start this? July? We started it July 1st. What I'm referring to is Block Party. I picked out the 31st. This is by Hands On Design. And we are using hashtag Block Party Sal. So if you are doing any of the block parties by Hands On Design, just use that to hashtag Block Party Sal and share your progress with us on Instagram. So I picked out the Halloween one. I know Krystal did the Halloween one, and I believe she's done. Candace did she's done stitching. Candace did the meow block, and either she's done or she's finished the long piece, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's my progress. There are quite a few mistakes in this. I just realized that this is probably going to be a sentimental piece for me now because of when I stitched it. I stitched this in July. I brought this down to Florida when I went to be with my mom and my aunts. While my aunt pretty much was dying, and my Aunt Kitty passed away July 22nd. She had cancer. She had lung cancer. She also had COPD. So she was really sick. But so there's a lot of mistakes in this. Anyway, here's my progress. Stitch this on 18 count Braying Donkey by Seraphim. And yeah. There we go. It's a good memory. It is. Sad, but good. All right, so my next one is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I have been wanting to stitch this for so long, probably 2 years, and I finally acquired it. This is by Carriage House Samplings. So here it is. Now, most people stitch this as one piece, and it is charted as one piece. However, I wanted it to be different. As soon as I saw this, the first time I saw this, I knew that I wanted to stitch it individually as separate blocks, and then put it on my wall, arrange it on my wall as a like a little collage. And so that's what I'm doing. And I handed the chart to my husband, and I said, pick out a block, and I'm going to start working on that one block. So he picked out the second one, and here is my progress. I'm stitching this on 18 count Sunflower Fields by Seraphim. And I love this stitch. I love this chart. I love stitching on it. I like the fabric that I picked. Just need to get back to it. It's so much fun. I like it. All right. The next is Season 2, A Year of Celebrations by Hands-On Design. So I am doing these in no particular order, and in no particular rush. So this one is the first part, or the first version that Hands-On Design came out with. This is Seasons, A Year of Celebration, and this was issued in last year. No, 2 years ago. No, 4 years ago. 2018. Sorry about that. So this was their first version. So I'm stitching this all on, I'm doing them obviously individually. Obviously, how would you know that? I'm doing them individually, not as one full piece. I'm stitching it on 18 count Jody fabric, and I already stitched September. I fully finished that piece and had it up on my seasonal wall, and I intended to do October and November as well. That didn't get done, but I started December. And there's my start. So I'll get back to that when I don't have everything else calling me. And then this one is Seasons 2. This is the second version that Hands-On Design came out with. And I believe they came out with this year, 2022, either at Market or at Expo, the first Expo. So can't remember. Anyway, Season 2. Again, I'm doing them individually. not as one full piece. And this one I am stitching on 18 count white Aida that I hand dyed. And I haven't started another month. I stitched September. Didn't FFO it. Intended to start October, but I didn't. So technically that's not a WIP because I'm doing them individually. But whatever. These are my WIPs and I'll consider it a WIP if I want. Alright. The next one is called Cabin with a View. And this is by Lucy Law Designs. I found this in a magazine. In the Just Cross Stitch magazine, October 2022. And instantly fell in love with it. Instantly had to start stitching on it right away, which I did. Cabin with a View. So pretty. And I'm stitching this on 20 count ivory Aida. And there's my progress. Really like this. All right, the next one is Halloweenies. Oh, I started that. Have I been telling you when I start these? I don't think I have. Cabin with a View started on August 22nd. The previous ones were started August 9th. Yeah. And this one was started August 27th. This is Prairie Schooler Halloweenies. So I stitched the house. Stitched this one. Yeah. I stitched that one. And it's over there in my finished pile. And then I started another one. I don't remember. Oh no. Here's my finished one. There we go. And I started another one. Oh, it's the crow. The crow and the moon. So, you know, it's good that all of these have a different bottom part or a border, because I would not be able to tell the difference. And I'm stitching this on 18 count Jody fabric. No rush, whenever. All right. And this one is Blooming Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. And I need to get this done because I need to pass the stash on this one. So don't worry, Kathy, I'll get it done sometime in the foreseeable future. You know, don't worry about it. It'll get done. Anyway, Blooming Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. And I'm stitching this on 18 count Jody fabric. And here's my progress. So I decided to do this on pink, and it is like a bright, I wouldn't say neon pink, but it is bright pink. So there are going to be a few color conversions, and I'll do those along the way. So anyway, there's that. And hopefully I'm writing that down. Maybe I'm not. That's scary, right? Okay, so that was Bloomingtown. Next one is 9 Lives. And I do believe this starts my October start-a-thon. Where I have all new starts in October. So this is started October 3rd. It is 9 Lives by Twisted Willow Designs. There we go. Stitching this on 18 count Jody fabric. That is green. And there's my progress. The next one I started on October 5th, and this is called Flight Navigation by the Stitcherhood. And this, as the previous one, was found in the Just Cross Stitch magazine Halloween issue of 2022. Stitching this on 18 count white Aida. Just a simple white. And just using 310. Wow. An hour and 30 minutes. Need to speed this up. The next one is Halloween Basket. This is by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And this was in their 13 project little booklet kind of thing. And that's what this is. It's called Halloween Basket. I'm stitching this on 16 count Paradise by Stitch Me. And here's my progress. I can tell that this video is not going to be uploaded today because I've got a lot of editing to do. All right. This is Boo by Hello from Liz Matthews. That's not Boo. This is Boo. This was found in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I'm stitching this on 18 count Dark Peacock by XU Designs. And I started this on the 8th, October 8th. The next one is called Mummy's Favorite, and it's by Twisted Willow Designs. Stitching this on 18 count white Aida. And it's just a cute little ornament. It's 40 by 41, so I'll have it done in no time, right? This is found in the Just Cross Stitch magazine Halloween issue of 2022. And here's my start. The next one, I stitched that on the 9th, October 9th. This was stitched on started on October 11th. And this is A Glaring of Cats by the Blue Flower. This is found in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, autumn issue of 2022. And I'm stitching this on, what is it? 18 count Ada that I hand dyed myself. There we go. The next one is Pumpkin King, started on October 12th. And this is by KeaBee Studio Creations. Just a nice little ornament once it's done. I'm stitching this on 18 count Jody fabric. And here's my progress. It's almost done in one day, but not quite. All right, the next one, y'all. If you know, you know. I'm just kidding. You don't know. I wanted this chart for so long. I've drooled over this chart, and I finally have it, and it's wonderful. And I love it so much. It is Halloween Parade by the Blue Flower. And that picture does nothing for it, so I will show you the one on the back. I love this chart so much, and my dear friend was had finished it, and she passed it on to me. And once I finish it, I will pass it on to someone in the future. So I'm stitching this on 18 count Jody fabric. I started this on the 14th of October. One day of stitching, and I just love it. I got the little cat dinosaur. It's so cute. I love it. I can't wait to get back to it. Look forward to that. So much fun. I enjoyed it so much. All right. So the next one is Doodles Halloween by Heart and Hand. Yes, this is another small one, but you know, my point of October Start-a-thon is to start something, work on it for one day, and put it away for later in the year to work on, finish, all that stuff. So I stitched this on 16 count gray Ada, started on October 15th, and that is my start. Cute. Very, very cute. They're all falling down. All right. The next one is Wicked Without Coffee. And this was another one that was in the Primrose Cottage booklet of Halloween projects. And again, this is Wicked Without Coffee. And that is my husband to a T. So I had to stitch this for him. And this is, where did I get that? Stitched on, sorry. This is stitched on 16 count doubloon by Picture This Plus. And there's my progress. I was looking at the needle minder, and I can't remember where I got this needle minder, because that's a Frosted Pumpkin needle minder. Unless it was in the Stitchy box. Oh, it was in the Black Needle Society. Okay, yeah. All right, now we're good. Okie dokie. The next one is another one that's called Halloween Parade. However, this is a bit different. This is by Luminous Fiber Arts, Misty Purcell. And again, this was found in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine fall issue of 2022. And I'm stitching this on 16 count Smashing Pumpkins. Or no, Smashing by BStitch Me. And there's my progress. Oh, that's so cute. It looks really good on camera. I like it. Okay. Just a few more guys. So this one is Black Cats Are Seen. And this is by Teresa Kogut. This is again in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine fall issue of 2022. It says, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. And I'm stitching this on 18 count printed, no, it's not printed fabric. 18 count fabric. No. Oh, I need to change that. I changed it. 16 count Escape by BStitch Me. I know what happened. So I wanted to try and stitch this on a piece that Jody had printed, and it was like a grave cemetery scene that's printed, but it wasn't big enough. So, and I just forgot to change my spreadsheet, but it's correct on my project card. There we go. Okay. The next one is in my bag. I love this bag so much. I really do. And I can't wait to make more. As I've been going through all these, I've noticed that there are so many projects that I have that are in these Amazon bags. You know, that's going to change. Oh, yeah. Just saying. All right, so this is called Dash Away All, and it is by the Nebby Needle, and it is found in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine Christmas Winter issue of 2021. And this is what it looks like when fully finished, but I did something different. Ooh, what? It's still in the Q-Snap because I am currently working on it. I started this on November 17th, last month. And I'm stitching this on 14 count Slate Blue Ada. So you can kind of see, get an idea of what it's going to look like. But because I am currently working on it, I want to keep it in the Q-Snap. And I did change up the colors. So you can see that the original was supposed to be stitched on light fabric with a darker, kind of a muted primitive color scheme. And so what I did was I'm stitching this on dark fabric, and I don't want to say brightened up the colors, but I guess I brightened them up, something like that. But they're not bright. Like, it's just some 312 of red, DMC, and I used ecru for the snowflake piece, and a few other changes. But yeah, so there we go. And then this is officially not officially, but this is the last WIP that I'm going to show you, because like I said, the other one is over there, and it's an NFL guide to all the football teams, and I just don't want to show it. So there you go. So this is called That's 70s Kitchen. It's by Tiny Modernist, and I started this along with Pam, who started it on November 20th, which would have been, I think, her mother's 90th birthday, or 91st, I think. Anyway, I picked this up last month or 2 months ago at Stitch New England, and I just loved it. And then when I found out that Pam was starting it on the 20th, I was like, hey, why not? I'll go ahead and start it. Because I love it. And so I did. And I don't know why I'm even showing this to you, but, you know, it's a start, right? Yep, that's just one line. Hey, it's a start. I'm stitching this on 18 count white Ada. So there we go. All right, folks, that is it. Done. All right. So there are a few things that I wanted to talk to you about, just to let you know, going forward, my plans. Here. So I was invited to join the, I gotta see. I was invited by Missy and Kathy and Jane and Chris to join in on Boss Me. It is their version of WIP Go, but it's not all WIPs. And I thought that would be a great idea. This current year and last year, I did WIP Go. Last year I did one board, and it was great. I loved it. I got to touch a lot of WIPs that I don't normally work on, and words. And this year I decided to do two boards. One of my normal WIPs, and the second one was all of my Halloween starts that I started last year. Well, I am in the process of getting a blackout. I just need to, I did get a blackout on my Halloween board. I've got it all done. Everything is complete. So yay. And then I just need to work on the two pieces that I showed previously, the Halloween calendar and Hoth, Visit Hoth, for 5 days each. And then I will have a blackout for that WIP Go board. Going forward next year, two boards was just too overwhelming. I just couldn't, I'm not going to do that again. And what I'm still debating on if I want to do WIP Go again and just plug in some WIPs that I want to work on, that I know I want to work on, like the Wary Approach and Halloween at Hawkhorn Hollow, and a few other things. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I think what's going to happen is when Jesse pulls the numbers for January, I'm going to be FOMO and want to participate. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Anyway, I made my Boss Me board. So it is official. I am showing it, so I can't change it. I can change it. It's my board. So I did something very different than what I would do with WIP Go. So some of my goals were 5 days of sewing because I want to sew. I want to sew everything. I want to sew everything out there, and I want to do it now. And I want it to be not perfect because, I'm not perfect and I don't expect to be perfect, but I want it to be functional and look good. So, and I want to do it now. Anyway, so some of the things that I decided to do was organize my project bags. And I wanted to do, I want to take a sewing class. So that's on here. I want to watch a new Flosstuber. I do that anyway, but I thought, hey, put it on here and I've got a block done. Is that cheating? Or is that making it way too easy? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so I've got stitching in here, but I've also got some organizing things like fabric and project bags. And I've got sewing stuff and new designer start. So I want to stitch something from a designer that I've never stitched before. And I've got 2 boards on here, or 2 blocks on here. 14 days of no spending. That's going to be tough. And I really hope that those aren't called at the same month. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, I'm excited about this. Thank you, Missy and Kathy, for letting me join, and Jane and Chris. I'm excited about it, and it's going to be fun. So, and just, for precautionary measures, I do have my WIP Go board for next year. So we'll see. All right. So also, one thing that I wanted to talk to about or mention, I'm sure you guys have seen this, but Stitch New England is having a retreat coming up in October of next year. It is the 13th and 14th of 2023. October 13th and 14th of 2023. It is the Stitch New England retreat. Please go visit www.stitchnewengland.com for further information. If you are an online customer of Stitch New England, you can go ahead and register now. If she opened up, Pam is the owner and host of the retreat, and she has opened up the in-person registration as well as the online customer registration. General public registration begins January 1st. I believe at 12:01 a.m. January 1st, you can sign up and register for the retreat. If you're not an online customer or any of that, if you're just, general population, general public, GP. So please join us. We would absolutely love to have you come visit New England in October. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be so much fun. The location is Mansfield, Massachusetts. It's kind of on the border of Rhode Island. It's further south, Rhode Island in Massachusetts. It's also really close to Foxborough, which is where the New England Patriots play at Gillette Stadium. if you're a football fan. So that'll give you an idea of where it's at. The location is at a hotel. I don't remember what hotel off the top of my head, but it's like 12 minutes from the store. So there will be a shuttle on Saturday going to and from the retreat and the store, and you can hop on that and go shop to your heart's content. There will be several trunk shows going on. Lots of designers that are exciting. It's going to be so much fun, and there will be a smalls exchange if you want to participate. There will be a dinner on Friday night, a buffet style dinner provided that is included in the cost of your retreat registration. So there's a lot of information to know. So please go check out the website. If you have any further questions, please leave the comments below. I will be more than happy to answer them. I am on the volunteer team, I guess you could say. So anyway, just wanted to put that out there and make sure you know January 1st opens the registration to anyone and everyone. So make sure you are ready to press that button and register. It's going to be fun. I'm also going to be working on sewing. I love sewing. Really into it now. And so yeah, those are my plans. Whew. All right. An hour and 51 minutes is the actual recording time. I know that's probably going to be cut down a little bit, but because of editing and stuff. Anyway, 2 hours. Wow. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my WIP Parade. I enjoyed going through it. I want to get back to some of these things, obviously. I'm sure everyone says that, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you for clicking play. Thanks for subscribing, and I appreciate it a lot. I don't know if I'm going to continue, if I'm going to get back into the routine. I'm going to try where I do a floss tube every week. It's going to be next Wednesday is my normal schedule. So just depends. Oh, also I wanted to mention the reason why I was gone really short and was initially I got sick. And I got sick at the Stitchin at the farm at the retreat and ended up having to leave a little early and came home and I was sick for about a week. It was just a flu, but and luckily no one else that I know of got it from me at the retreat. But it put me in bed for several days. And then I have been having some family dealings with. My mom has been in and out of the hospital and in and out of a physical therapy rehabilitation center. She has 3 fractures in her back. She fractured 3 vertebrae, not all at the same time, but this has been over several years that this has happened. But she fell at her apartment and it aggravated everything and brought everything to the forefront. And she's been having some quite significant and severe pain. So she went to the hospital. They sent her to a rehabilitation center for physical therapy. That didn't work. She went home and was home for less than 12 hours and went back to the emergency room. 3 days later, she had back surgery. Right now, she is still in the hospital. She's doing good. She seems to be doing in good spirits. She's little to no pain, but it's a long road of recovery for her. Thank goodness it was non-invasive back surgery. I'm not sure what that means, but anyway, so there you go. That's the reason why I have not been on Flosstube. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week, hopefully. Bye.